Today I want to ask you guys a simple question. So are you approaching your business or your work like an entrepreneur or like an employee? You see, over the years I've worked with a ton of different recruiters, and what I find is that most recruiters who are unsuccessful, they kind of punch out and they treat it like they're an employee. And granted, they do work for someone else, but even if you work for someone else, you have to treat it like it's your own business, like it's a business within a business. Okay, so if for instance, when I started at my last company, it was 10 days after my son was born. I didn't know anything about the industry or the market that I was going into. I was an accounting and finance recruiter before that for years, and doing pharmaceutical supply chain. I didn't know anything. And my son was just born, and I had to build this out from scratch, and the only way I could do that was I had to spend some extra time. So at nights, on the weekends, I'm sitting there, mapping my market, reaching out to people so that I had people to talk to the next day. And there were times on my way home, on a long commute home, I'd be in the bathroom on a Metro North train car talking to candidates. Or, if I have a candidate to talk to at night, someone who can't, let's say it's Monday right now, and I have a candidate who can't talk to me until the end of the week. If they're saying, hey, I'm not available during business hours to talk to you, well, I'm going to offer to talk to that candidate that night, because, this is a really time-sensitive business. And there's not every candidate is going to be able to talk to you during the day. This past Friday, I was talking to a client at like 7 o'clock at night, Friday night. I don't really want to do that, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do to get the job done. And what I see a lot of recruiters do is, they punch out, they leave for the day, and they don't check their email until the next morning, until they come back, and they miss important time-sensitive things that happen, outside of business hours. And I can't really fathom that, because, you see recruiters all the time, they're unsuccessful at what they do, and then they want to leave and go to another search firm. And I just say to myself, every time you leave and go to another company, as soon as you change your email and you change your phone number, you lose business. So before you do that, just be honest with yourself. Really ask yourself this question. Recruiters, ask yourself this question. Am I doing everything that I can do in order to make money? Am I treating my business like an employee, like an entrepreneur, or like an employee? And I think if you really answer that question yourself properly, if you really are honest with yourself, I think you make some commitments and actually try to treat your business like it's your business, then I think and like a real entrepreneur, I think you'll see some amazing changes happen in your business. So anyway, that's my tip for today. If you like it, please share the video, and if not, I will see you tomorrow at noon as usual. Have a good day, everyone.